Well, hey friends, welcome back. This is Nancy, the Handy Scandy, and we are, excuse me, about to jump into another card from my Halloween Ventures card series. And also, this is my Saturday offering for the Halloween series we're calling Till Death Do Us Craft. I am a little late, again, technical difficulties, but here we are. This, my friends, is the slimline card we're making today. It's a little dark, but I think it's kind of fun. Y'all tell me what you think. Is it too dark for you? Is it too, I don't know, because I know a lot of people like cutesy cards, and this is definitely not that card today. So anyway, we're just jumping right in with some ink blending, and it looks rather bright, doesn't it? We've got some ripe persimmon going on, and then some seedless preserves and dusty Concord, and then I'll wrap it all up with some black soot around the edges just to make this night sky. So again, as always, I don't typically do like seriously well blended ink blending projects because it's always just the background. And so while I want the color and I want the gradation and all of that, I don't necessarily need the perfection. So yeah, so I've got this little bit of ink blending going on, going around the edges just to darken it up with the black soot, and I'm liking it already. It's a hot mess, but so many of my projects are. And just to add the character, I'm putting in some, that's the creepy branches, which is one of my favorites, y'all, I have to say. And then, of course, buzzard tree. And then I come in with some bat flight. And these are all my stencils, or all of these stencils are from A Colorful Life Designs. They're part of their October release. And if you are interested, you can get them at 10% off if you use the code NancyFan10, all one word, when you check out at A Colorful Life Designs. So, yeah, I really love ACLD. I do. I'm not gonna go on and on about that, but just know that I do. So here I have stamped on, let me see, it's a Brutus Monroe stamp set. It came in their Halloween kit from last year. It's the Haunted House, and it's called Haunting. It's a 3-piece stamp set. I just used the house, and you can see that I just kind of offset it up at the top there. And then I went over with some more of the bat flight and over the edges with just some of the black soot. And then I heat embossed the whole works. I just wanted it to have some texture. I wanted that background to be kind of aged and distressed and look a little more worn. So I went around the edges like that with the heat embossing. And then I felt like some of that ink, well, most of that ink actually, kind of dried back too much. So I'm going back over the tree with the buzzard tree stencil and just give it a little bit more. And then I also come in with, right there with the creepy branches, just to give them a little more dimension. And of course they're just background, but I just wanted them to stand out a little bit more. So here I am trying to figure out my placement. Off screen I die cut all these little hills and trees, and the fence is there. The fence is from Lawn Fawn. The hills are from Creek Bank Creations, and the trees, let me see that. So the one tree, the one that's right there on the screen, the one that's kind of static, just straight with the branches, that is from MFT. It is called Solid Birch Trees. And then the other one is still bits and pieces of that Gina Marie Designs. And I just have to go on the website and get the name of it because it's just not on the packaging. But I cut that out one time this season in black cardstock, and I have used it on so many projects, just bits and pieces of it. So yeah, that I love that it stretches so far. As long as you don't throw your stuff away, shop your stash, shop your your scraps, shop your scraps. Sorry. All right, so I have all the bits and pieces in my splatter box. And I have put some of that Shimmering Bliss from Technique Junkies. I believe I used Worn Saddle, but you know what? Because that's pretty dark. I don't think that's Worn Saddle. Let me see the name of the other one. I think it's Mixed Metals. Nope, Smoldering Ash. I'm lying. Smoldering Ash. That's the one I used. And then now I'm spraying on some of the IrRESISTibles. I've got the Love Letter, and the other is just called Bronze. And that just grunges it all up. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, like splatter and splash and grunge. Those are my descriptive words today. And it just adds to kind of the overall darkness of this card. And, you know, I wanted it creepy, but not like over the top creepy, because that's just not who I am. But this is actually pretty creepy for this girl. So, yeah. So here I'm putting on that tree. Sorry I have some of it off screen again. And I lifted the tree up on some fun foam. Some of the layered pieces on the background, the hillside, some of them are layered up. When I glued them down, I only glued the base down so that I would have the ability to do exactly what I'm doing, tuck and layer and move things around and get it to where I actually want it. So even when I do the tombstones, I only glue down the bottoms, because I didn't know if I would want to add anything else in there. I didn't think I was going to add any foliage, and I ended up not. But yeah, so that's what I did. And with that, you can also give them some dimension. You know, you can fold them or roll them maybe a little bit, bend them, and then they stand up off the page. And if you could only see this in person, it definitely does that. Some of the pickets, I'll call them pickets, on the fences, they bend a little bit here and there, and it just adds to that overall aged look. So here I'm adding some more of that tree from Gina Marie Designs, and it actually, in my opinion, just kind of looks like the one on the left looks like an old tumbleweed. A silhouette of a tumbleweed, sort of, or a dead bush. Same with the one on the left. So that is my scene, and I'm really liking it. It's very different for me. You know, I've made a couple dark, creepy ones this year, but this I feel like, even though it doesn't have monsters or anything, it's still kind of ghoulish. So tell me what you think. Is this too creepy for you? Is it not creepy at all? What are your thoughts on this? So here I'm taking just the word boo. This is my sentiment, and I put it on there a couple times. This boo is also from the Haunting stamp set, where the creepy house came from. And the tombstones are from another Brutus Monroe. And of course, I'll have everything listed and linked below. And so I'm just showing you here some more pictures from various angles and things like that. So y'all tell me what you think. You want to see more like this from me, or less? More of the cutesy stuff? I know a lot of us are cutesy Halloween people. So again, this is Nancy the Handy Scandy. Thanks for joining me for another In the Till Death Do Us Craft series. I'll be back with several more of those. Saturday again is my day, and you can watch, and there will be somebody every single day posting throughout the month of October, and then on the 31st we'll all share a project together again. Y'all, thanks so much for joining me. This is Nancy the Handy Scandy. I'll be back soon with another crafty venture. Thanks. Bye.